Hello, I'm King Koopa, and today we're going to talk about episode 9 of Jurassic World Chaos Theory. In this episode, we see what happens when the whole gang comes together at this ninja facility. And also, there's something wrong with Bumpy. We're going to figure out what's up. So let's go ahead and hit that Chaos Theory intro and get right into it, Koopas. At the beginning of the episode, we see that the entire gang is converging onto a site where the dinosaurs from the last episode are being transported. Remember, the baryonyx, which apparently, according to a red Koopa, it's a Suchomimus, which is still a member of the Spinosauridae family, I'll have you know. So, Red Koopa, yeah. Bring back my DVDs. We see Ben in the truck with Bumpy, and in the truck, she seems like sick or something, like she's upset, and she won't calm down or eat any hay or anything. So there's concern for what's going on with Bumpy. Yaz and Sammy are following the truck with Bumpy in it, and also Ben. And the truck stops at a barricade, and then the driver gets out, and he moves the barricade, and then they drive through, and then we get to this port facility that's ran by ninjas. We see Kenji and Darius in the bushes, and they sneak in, leaving Brooklyn's motorcycle behind in other bushes. They go onto the loading dock or the shipping dock, and they see dinosaurs in containers, and they see a dinosaur called Big Edie, which is a T-Rex. I believe from Camp Cretaceous, but not from the movies. I'm not sure on that, and it's fine. It's a T-Rex in there. They come across the Pachyrhinosaurus, the one from the very first episode. It's like strapped down to a trailer so it can't go anywhere, and it looks like they're also loading it onto the ship. This worker guy, he's like, "Oh, you gotta come move this thing," to the lady driving the truck. And then she gets out and leaves it behind. Then Darius goes over and he loosens the straps that are holding down the Pachyrhinosaurus so it can escape and or cause a distraction. After that, Darius and Kenji climb up these pipes to get into a building. We look across the parking lot inside of the port facility, and we see Sammy and Yaz walking, sneaking around. Sammy bends down and picks up some darts, some tranquilizer darts that are for the gun, but it's just the darts, and she puts them in her pocket as her and Yaz go to a different entrance of the same building where Darius and Kenji had already climbed up into. Sammy and Yaz sneak into the building, and they see a bunch of shipping containers filled with dinosaurs, and they look around and they can see some of the names of the dinosaurs. One of them is the Allosaurus that goes all the way back to 2019 in the short film Battle at Big Rock, which you can watch here on YouTube in its entirety officially. I recommend doing it. It's pretty good. This Allosaurus is also deeply woven into the lore at this point because this is the same Allosaurus which had, encountered Brooklyn previously in this series. And also, it's the same Allosaurus. I believe it's the same Allosaurus from the movie Jurassic World Dominion because it's being shipped to Malta, where in the movie we see another one that's being held inside of the market for underground dinosaurs. And I bet they use the Jurassic Dark Web or the Dark Jurassic Web. Just to be clear, it's like the dark web, like the underground internet. It's not like an actual web, okay? It's not. It's weird that you would even consider that, okay? Because I'm a king. The whole gang meets at the shipping container where Bumpy is being held, and Ben's in there with Bumpy. And Bumpy's really sick, and then Ben's like, "I think Bumpy is dying." And then Sammy goes in there into the cage with Ben, and they're looking at her. At this point in the story, all 5 of our main characters are back together. We have Darius, Kenji, Sammy, Yaz, and Ben. and they're all at Bumpy's container. Okay, so like it's dramatic, but Bumpy's got an egg. Bumpy's laying an egg, and according to Sammy, the egg got stuck. Do with that information what you will. Sammy also makes a point that Bumpy was getting out of the fence and maybe meeting a male ankylosaurus, but I don't think that happened, Koopas, because the egg has the same coloration as Bumpy, and Bumpy is specifically a unique variant of Ankylosaurus that's blue. What I think we have here is the same situation that we have with Blue, the Velociraptor. Parthenogenesis, which is not the same thing as asexual reproduction. It's not, okay? Parthenogenesis is basically using your own reproductive organs to clone yourself. And this is only viable for 2, maybe 3 generations before the genetic material is too degraded to propagate. Okay? Okay, so after the egg is laid, everyone, like, they back away from the container, and then all of a sudden, out of the shadows, pops Cabrera. And I don't think he's glad that he got tripped by Sammy. He seems upset about it. But honestly, dude, skill issue. You had a skill issue. Approaches with the same kind of tasers that they were using on the Beckel spine axes. Well, that's the end of the episode, Koopas. I appreciate you for sticking with me through to the end of the video. If you would go ahead and look at the dinosaurs. Yes, I know you're a pterosaur. Okay, it's not the same thing as a dinosaur. We get it. Okay? We get it, dinosaur nerds. We get it. Remember, Koopas, be kind to people you have no reason to be kind to. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I want you to have a nice day. Oh.